Let's do this. This is what it looks like when it's cut out. I feel like that's not the way to do it. It's like Kendall cutting the cucumber. Just gonna stand up and take a breather. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna make some tote bags. My designs for these totes. I sold like 4 of these. I brought 4 to a previous event just to see if people were even interested at all, and they sold out like within the first hour, and I ordered a huge box of tote bags, so we'll open those as well. So the first design I have is this cute cake that says anxious but cute, and I'm also gonna put a little ribbon on the tote bag. Hopefully it turns out the way I envision it. This is the other one. There's a little croissant boy, and it says born to croissant, forced to work. Right now they're on one big sheet, so I'm gonna cut these up and then we're gonna open the totes and I'll show you how to make them. I will put you here so you can see. This is what it looks like when it's cut out. It was like Kendall cutting the cucumber. Oh my god, matches with my cardigan. It's a little dark in here. There's like 100 something totes in here. Here they are. I also got 2 of the longer rectangular ones. These ones I've actually been using and I like them. They're just so expensive and I'm just not sure. Let me know. Are you a square tote user or are you a regular, like a rectangle tote user? There's like literally no space for walking. Let me show you. This is kind of ridiculous right now. Here's my little maker's corner. In the corner on the ground because I literally have no other space in the office. I'm not in focus. Why? This is all clean, by the way. I cleaned the area. No dirt in this household. I also have this to put in the tote when I'm pressing it. Otherwise, because it's like a gusset at the bottom, can't press it fully flat, which means it wouldn't be able to fully transfer on. So I put this in the bag so it presses fully flat onto the mat. I can't speak. But yeah, basically I add this and it comes out better. But anyways, let's make some totes. Let's do this. We've maybe made 70%. Just gonna stand up and take a breather. It gets very hot in the room because of the heat and you're just like constantly pushing down this heavy thing. We're almost done. now I'm gonna check through each of these and try to not have the cats get involved. Excuse you. Sometimes there are these loose threads in the bag, and it just annoys me, you know? So I just like to snip them off. I would hate it if someone bought a bag and then they realized there's just like these little things, you know? So let's cut that. I was thinking we could tie a little bow like right here, and I have a red one for my cake and a brown one for the croissant. I think the red is supposed to match the cherries, but I think this is a little too saturated. I don't know, I think it looks okay on camera though. So maybe I'll just do it. Let's see. Also, this was a lot nicer and thicker than I expected. I got these from Amazon, so I wasn't expecting too much. I don't know how to tie aesthetic bows. I'm tying it like how I tie my shoelaces. I feel like that's not the way to do it. I know people do like fold them or whatever, like maybe like that much. There you go, that was my process of making totes. Here are the final products. I left half of them without the bows just so people can have a choice. I'm pretty happy with how they turned out and how long it took me to make them. This is my second time making them. The first time I did a smaller batch. Like the second time around, it went a lot quicker even though I was making more. I want to talk a little bit about what materials you need to actually make them yourself at home. If you're making them at home, you would need 1, the tote blanks, and 2, the design that you're gonna put on the tote. Now let's start with the tote blanks. I won't be sharing where I get my tote blanks from just because there was a couple of issues with ordering from them, like orders getting messed up, like quality issues with the previous type of tote that I chose. I'm still in the process of researching and I don't want to give bad recommendations. There's a lot of places you can get them online. If you're making them for the first time and you just want a couple, you could go to your local like Michael's or whatever, and they'll usually have blank totes there just so you can like look and feel them. Because the biggest difference is usually the tote material that they use. For example, these ones are 12 ounces, which I think is on the thicker side, but you can definitely get the thinner ones, even ones that are like more see-through. And it's hard to tell just from a photo, so you really have to go and like get a sample and like touch it and feel it. If you do that, go to your local arts and crafts store. Or I know some people get them through Amazon, like a 12 pack of something. You just search like blank tote canvas. There's a lot that comes up. But it does take some trial and error to figure out the correct tote that you want to use. And once I liked the 12 pack, I actually bought them in bulk. And usually if you buy them in bulk, so over 100 typically, you will get a discount. So like a 10% or 15% discount, sometimes even more. That will also help with economies of scale. Now let's talk about the design. Both of these are done through DTF transfers. It's basically like you saw in the video, you get these sheets and then you use a heat press to transfer the already printed out design onto the totes. There are lots of other methods like screen printing. Typically for those kinds, you'll have less color choices because I think they charge by color, but it's super durable. It's kind of like painting on the tote rather than sticking something on the tote. almost. I don't know. That's the way I think about it. Do screen printing. You could also do vinyl transfers. The thing about vinyl transfers that's really cool is if you already do vinyl stuff for other goods, you can just do the same. You can cut it out with your Cricut or Silhouette. One thing I will note is I actually bought a new heat press to do these. In the past, I've used the Cricut handheld press, but that took a lot of work because I had to really put my entire body weight onto it and hold it for like 15 seconds or something. It just wasn't really practical when I'm trying to make a lot of these. So going with a more conventional, ugly looking heat press honestly gets the job done better from my experience. Yeah, so that's just one thing to know. You could even just get them outsourced if you're not sure of like the quality and you don't have that much time, you don't have the right equipment at home. The cool thing about getting them outsourced is that you can find manufacturers that can put a design on the entire tote. So like around the whole thing, front and back, and sometimes even the handles. So if you wanted a more complex design like that, you could go for that option. With these ones that we make at home, you usually see like the design placed in the center of the bag because there's really no way for us to like go around it, you know, or like do something on the handle and make it very consistent. Yeah. This is also my very first time making so many of them. And it wasn't even that many. I made like 30. And I'll be selling them online at shuli.shop, but also at my in-person events. I hope you found this video helpful and fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye!